In this episode of Vim Essential Plugins, we're going to be taking a look at the excellent PeepOpen application built by the guys over at PeepCode. So this is the only tool, the only plugin we'll be looking at in this series that costs money. And to tell you the truth, at first, that was a reason for me not to pick this up. I figured there's so many great tools available around the web for free, it doesn't make sense to buy a Vim plugin. And in this case, it's actually an application. You can see that it's accessed right up here, and it's available for everything from MacVim to Emacs to TextMate. Like some other tools that we've looked at, this is a file navigation application, but it makes the process of navigating your files as pretty and as quick as humanly possible. And that's why I would say go ahead and spend $12 on it. And note, I'm not making any money off this. I haven't spoken to them at all, but I really do think it's worth the price of a pizza because it'll save you so much time in your development. All right, so let's take a look at how it works. Once you purchase it, installation is really quite easy. You'll install this app, and this is one thing that's different, is it's an actual app that you can run. And you can see here, you can set it up to load when you start your computer. And then you can set your desired code editor. In our case, of course, we'll be using MacVim. And then also, if we go to the advanced section here, we can specify any files that should be ignored. But that said, they do a good job of getting rid of the most notable ones that you might have to worry about. Okay, so let's take a look at using this. I'm going to go ahead and create a test application. And we'll go ahead and drag this into MacVim. So you can see I have a style.css file, a scripts.js file, and a standard index, a simple base template. So if I open up index.html, how would you access your other files? Well, by default, you might do edit all files, and this will bring up a list. Or if you have the nerd tree plugin installed like we did before, you could open that, like so, and then you could browse to your other files. That would work as well. But if you want quick access and don't want to toggle the nerd tree panel, the easiest way is with this PeepOpen tool, and we can trigger it by pressing Control O for open. Now what you'll see here is this application right here becomes active, and it'll display all the files in my application. And what's nice about this is it's fuzzy. So for example, I don't have to type from left to right. So for example, if I only want to display the CSS files in my application, I can type CSS, and now you'll see it'll display anything that contains the letter CSS. But do note, they don't have to be one after the other. So in this case, it's bringing scripts up as well. Now we could change that by doing .css, and you can bring up that file right there. So to go immediately back to the file you previously edited, once again, Control O, and you can hit enter and it'll automatically toggle that, as you can see right here. So let's say I want to go to my scripts.js file. Really easy. Open JS, done. Now to go back to my index.html file, once again, Control O, because that'll bring up the most recent file, and then enter. Control O, enter, Control O, enter. So for any code editor, that is the absolute quickest way to toggle between your files. And I highly recommend it, even though it's $12. Just fork over the dough one time and you'll be really thankful that you used it. All right, in the next lesson, we're gonna be taking a look at this cool feature right here where it'll automatically highlight the colors in your style sheet. It's a nice little tool, so stick around.